Fresh Start Worlds launched about as well as this rocket did. But how's it holding up today, and did it fail? That's all we'll cover in this video, so whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you like my RuneScape content and want to stay updated with the recent news, be sure to subscribe. One of the best ways to figure out if a new game mode is doing well is, yep, you guessed it, looking at the player count. Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening. No, but seriously though, looking at the player count right now is a good way to see if the game mode is popular or not. So during the launch of Fresh Start Worlds, pretty much any new player area is populated and there are a bunch of players playing, and I would almost say that the new player areas were overpopulated. But how many players are playing right now? Now, with a rough estimate based on a couple of different days, I can say that about 3,000 to 5,000 players are on at any given point in time. What the exact peak time is, I don't know, but I've seen over 5,000 players playing at around 5 to 6 PM Amsterdam time. Let that sink in for a second. 3,000 to 5,000 players are on at any given point in time, which is like 1/5 of the main game. At least if we take a look at how many players are on at a given point in time. There's probably way more people that log into the main game quickly for their dailies and then log back out. But that is still very good. I remember saying that I thought the game mode would die off after the first 2 weeks, you know, when the bonds and novelties start to run out. But, not really, I guess. 5,000 players is good. So how many players tried Fresh Start Worlds? Well, according to the high scores, over 40,000 players made an account and at least gained some kind of experience. I'd love to tell you how many players got more than 100,000 total experience, but because of the way the high scores work, that's a little bit difficult, because it's based on your total level. For example, you could find someone with 100 million total experience, but they've gained all that experience in a single skill, and have a low high score rank despite having high experience. It's a bit weird, but yeah. Over 40,000 accounts made, and at least a retention rate of over 12.5% based on the amount of players playing during the evenings. Something we can take a look at that is really interesting in my opinion is the amount of players who obtain level 99, 120, and 200 million experience in each skill so far. And that data is surprising in some areas, or completely predictable in others. So let's have a look. Unsurprisingly, out of the total 21,131 99s, 84.4% of those were combat 99s, with the most popular one being magic. Yeah, there's no surprise there, let's be honest. That's way too many people are doing magic on Fresh Start Worlds, and for good reason, because it's a very useful skill and, you know, magic combat, quite pog. So let's have a look at a graphics colluding combat skills, and as you can see, crime rates in Gillinor have definitely gone up. The amount of people getting thieving 99s is just absurd. So many people are training thieving. Now in the top 5 excluding combat skills, I'm surprised to see smithing there. I would have expected smithing to be, you know, less popular, but I guess it isn't, perhaps because of money making. As for the least popular skills, I'm not surprised to see skills like prayer, construction, herblore, and crafting there, but invention, I would have expected more people to have level 99, despite it being more experience than a regular 99. But crafting, only 15 people got level 99 crafting so far. This is what the high score page looks like as of the 25th of October. And somehow the rank 1 has almost double the experience when compared to rank 2. Either that person is going hard, or he's being fed some supplies, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't think it's surprising to see a skill like construction in the top 5 least popular 99s so far, because A, it sucks to train, and B, getting supplies is expensive and probably pretty difficult as well. So what about 120s? How many players have inverted master skill capes already? Well, in total, 1,287 master skill capes are out there. Out of those, 994, so about 77.2%, are combat 120s. Is this surprising? Not really, because combat skills are fast, and everyone and their mother was doing Elite Dungeon 3 trash farming, both for tokens, alcohols, and experience. In fact, in the first few days of Fresh Start Worlds, almost 140,000 deaths occurred inside Elite Dungeon 3, compared to the pathetic 30 in Elite Dungeon 2. And somehow 9 people died to Solak. What were you guys doing back then, man? like woodcutting or something. The observant viewer might have noticed that thieving was a very popular, or is a very popular 120 to go from Fresh Start Worlds as well, as it's currently the top third most popular or most common 120. In fact, if we remove combat skills from the graph, it looks like this. And yes, I know that looks ridiculous, but that's how many players were training thieving beyond level 99. And to be fair, it is quite easy to just AFK safe cracking. The least common 120 right now is tied between summoning and prayer, where both of them only have one player that owns the master skill cape. As for 8 of the other skills, being agility, herbal or fishing, crafting, woodcutting, runecrafting, farming, and construction, no one has 120 yet, at least as of 25 October 2022. As for 200 million experience, 17 out of the 28 skills, so about 60% of the skills, do not have a player with 200 million experience just yet. And it has everything to do with these skills being slow experience per hour and or requiring a lot of supplies to train quickly. Now I expected Dungeoneering to be part of the faster skills to get 200 million experience in, but 7 players have 200 million experience. I kind of wonder if they work together or not, because group Dungeoneering is way faster experience, but then who gets the 200 mil first? You know, if you're training together and you're doing pretty much the same thing, the experience is going to be very similar. Also, these players getting 200 million Slayer and Archaeology experience in just 4 weeks in a fresh economy is just absolutely nuts. Like, I wonder what happens or what these players are doing to get this advantage. Like, are they swapping a ton of gold? Do they have alts? Are they, you know, to be honest, I'd probably even interview one for a podcast or something. I'm actually genuinely interested in how they get there that quickly. Like, seriously. As a student that runs a Runescape YouTube channel, I cannot fathom playing that much Runescape, and I make content on this game, so what you could also do is bot, because a bunch of players, or a player, or someone was running a bunch of agility bots, and I got messaged about this by a couple of people telling me to make a video on it, and here we are talking about it. About like 7 or 10 agility bots that were on page 1 of the high scores with very similar experience. Some guy even made a Google document. No, seriously, this is cool. This is like a bot hunter or something. And, you know, at the top it says the criminals, and then it shows a bunch of accounts with experience and when he checked their experience and the date and all that, and their rank. And he also has a section called other suspects to monitor, and it's just hilarious to me that someone is doing this. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Okay, so a bunch of people are playing Fresh Start Worlds and are getting 99s, 120s, and 200 mils. But how many of those players are returning or new players? Now, I made a community poll, except I took it down because I didn't include an option for players that were already playing. It's pretty stupid of me to not include another option, and that probably skewed the result of the returning players. But if we take a look at the new players, only about 2% of people that voted are completely new players. But that does mean there are new players, which is nice to see. After this video goes live, I might make a new poll to really figure out how many players are new players and returning players and which ones are existing players. There's probably a large majority of players playing for the tokens to sell for GP, which are existing players, but I've also encountered both completely new and returning players in Fresh Start Worlds myself. Now, during the making of this video, I was notified by Jagex about being able to have the opportunity to give away some membership codes for Fresh Start Worlds provided by them, and I said to myself, why not? This is, after all, a Fresh Start Worlds themed video, and I figured it's probably the best if I gave them away in this video in comparison to, let's say, a video not related to Fresh Start Worlds at all. In fact, here's one on screen right now. I know before anyone says it, I'm not getting paid to do this. If I was, I'd have to legally disclose it in the video. As for the other 4 codes, all you need to do is comment down below and include your Discord username plus the hashtag and the 4 numbers after your username to enter the giveaway. No, you don't need to be subscribed or like the video at all, and there's no way of me really checking that anyway. However, if you'd like to subscribe, remember it is free and completely optional. About 72 hours after this video goes live, I'll use a random comment generator to generate 4 comments with Discord usernames, that is, and I'll shoot you a message. I'll try to add you on Discord and give you the code. So yeah, if you want some free membership, be sure to include your Discord username in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.